hey, you know what, by the way, I'm blind, not weird. There's only about 10,000 people in the United States diagnosed with Stargardts disease. I have a blind spot, so to say, in the center of my vision. I've known my whole life that I was going to grow up and be legally blind. Probably when I was like 15, I think really I started to wrap my head around it, because at that time I started to see some progression, the chalkboard at school and things like that. They ended up putting me in remedial classes. You know, that was their solution back in those days for this kind of thing. As far as the fears went, they probably started there. Like, I can't have what dreams other people get to have. My security was probably the thing I was frightened of the very most, and probably still is. Independence and being able to pay the bills. With vision loss, I figured out I gotta speak up and tell people, well, I can't do that, but here's what I can do. It's been really important to learn to speak up. Things I struggle with, reading without technology, I can't do that. I cook differently than I used to. I don't look at things, I listen. Yeah, they're a challenge, but the trick is I just learned to do them differently. So all of a sudden they're not a challenge anymore. It's just something I do differently than you. Social interactions are awkward mostly because I grew up sighted, so I learned to read people's body languages and their facial expressions especially to tell me whether or not they're digging what I'm saying or they're totally like she's full of shit or whatever. You know, you just read their facial expressions, and well, unfortunately now faces are nothing but a blur, so I'm trying really hard to rely on body language.